Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Okay, so since this is public speaking class, I gave myself an audience, as you can see. It looks like we're full of geriatric students today, as in like 75 and older, but that's besides the point. So everyone that's watching this video online, as well as my viewers here in this theater that I have no idea where I'm at, let's go ahead and get started with my persuasive speech. All right. So today I'm going to try and convince you guys that you should be Cubs fans for this season. If you guys have ever seen the movie Back to the Future, when they travel to the year 2015, the Cubs actually win the World Series. So that prophecy in itself should be a reason why you should be a Cubs fan. So today I'm going to be talking about 3 huge reasons you need to jump on the bandwagon. The 3 reasons are the prospects and players, the new management, and the field renovations. Being a fan of the Cubs right now is so smart because we have had so many changes in the last 3 years that it's almost like unbelievable. Like, it's so awesome that the rebuilding stage is finally over and we're finally ready to start. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say we're going to win the World Series this year because, to be honest, we probably won't even make it to the playoffs. Just being honest. However, we will have a winning record. We may make it to the playoffs. That is a good reason to be a Cubs fan. So, anyways, let us begin by discussing our absolutely gorgeous prospects and players. It really doesn't get any better than this, folks. I mean, if you've seen Jorge Soler, then you'll be a Cubs fan just after seeing him because he's gorgeous. So we have some of the best, if not the top, prospects in farm system. And we have a young team, including 2 All-Stars as well as some veterans. So it's a pretty proportioned mix. We have Jorge Soler, Arizmendi Alcantara, Javier Baez, Chris Bryant, and Addison Russell. These are all valuable assets for 2015 and 2016 seasons. Those were our prospects. You have Jorge, who played last year, did awesome, did absolutely astonishing in spring training, and now he's back up. We had Javier last year. He sucked this year, so he got sent back down to figure it out. I don't know what his problem is. Arizmendi today, if you watched the game, Jorge had 2 home runs, and Arizmendi Alcantara went ahead and hit a game-winning hit, which was his first hit of the season. And Addison Russell's still down there. He's trying to figure it out, develop a little more, and then he'll be brought up. Chris Bryant, number 1 prospect in the league right now. That speaks for itself. He'll be brought up this year, down the road in the season. So those are our prospects. Now, we're a better team because we have more qualified players on the team as well. This is better than what we had last year, a year before. We have 2 All-Stars on the team. We have Anthony Rizzo and we have Starlin Castro. Anthony Rizzo beat cancer, so I'm pretty sure he can beat the game of baseball. I mean, it is what it is. He's an awesome dude. He's an awesome guy to his teammates. He's an awesome leader. Same thing with Starlin. I feel like he's really stepped up there at shortstop, and he's really showed leadership, which is what this team needs. So for our veterans, we then have John Lester, David Ross, Dex Fowler, and Miguel Montero. And these people, they all have won. They've been on winning teams. They know how it feels to win. So they are pushing this team to a victory. I'm telling you, I feel like I'm preaching right now, but I'm telling you, this is the year that they are going to at least have a winning season, which that's what we want as Cubs fans. But now that we learned about the players and looked at some, gorgeous men and really talked about them, let's now move on to our manager. Rant Sports website says that Joe Maddon is the perfect fit for Chicago, and I absolutely agree. He took a team who had never been in the playoffs to 5 straight playoffs. His overall record as a manager is 784 wins and only 731 losses. That is a winning record. Not many managers can say that they have that. Anthony Rizzo, the guy we were talking about earlier, he said that when when Joe Maddon walks into a room, he just demands respect. He's a huge coach for the players. He loves his players, and he does everything he can to make those players comfortable, which is awesome. When you're playing 162 games in a season, you have to like the people that surround you. You have to get along with them. You have to mesh well. And I feel like this team this year really does. And that's so important in baseball. It's a 9-player sport. You have to have at least 9 players. That is a big team. So, I mean, that's huge. I feel like Chicago's really kind of gotten it together between Theo and Joe. They've really kind of meshed a team together pretty well this season. So, I mean, they're a team to watch, whether you're a Cubs fan or not. So on to the next point. Joe says that there is absolutely no field like Wrigley Field. And when you hear about these renovations and the history of the field, you will understand exactly why. Wrigley Field is not only a historical landmark in Chicago, but it is a historical landmark in all of Major League Baseball. People that aren't even Cubs fans go to Wrigley just to say they've been to Wrigley. It's a huge deal. And if you're a baseball fan, you completely understand that. I'm sure if you keep up with sports at all, you've heard that Wrigley just got a new Jumbotron and other video boards. The video boards, they modernized Wrigley, but they kept with the whole old traditional theme, which is what Wrigley is really, really famous for. They're adding more seats by enlarging the bleacher sections, which makes it very convenient for fans. It'll make ticket prices go down. It will also help bring some more inventory for Wrigley Field to make accommodations for the fans that are coming in. Will get more free stuff, which is awesome. Another reason you should be a Cubs fan. So the field is one of the last fields of its time. You've got Yankee Stadium. You have, Red Sox Stadium. You have all these other old stadiums. There's not that many. I think there's like 4 or 5 that are left that, are really old original stadiums. And so that's another reason people really want to come to Wrigley. And if you've never been to Wrigley, I really suggest you go. The environment, you can walk in a White Sox fan and leave a Cubs fan. That field is awesome. There's nothing like Wrigley Field. Like, if I died at Wrigley Field, life over. I don't even care that I'm dead. Like, that's the best place to die. Anyways, so to conclude my speech, I just hope you guys all took something home. You all learned a little bit about the team and the field and the manager, and I hope you all realize that with everything that's going on with this team this year, that is huge to jump on right now. Today's the day to jump on this bandwagon. The Cubs are in a perfect position with their prospects, players, manager, and field to reach the playoffs. And you have the opportunity to be a part of a huge victory here in Chicago. So I hope you all join me in this once-in-a-lifetime experience of being a Cubs fan. And just prepare yourself, though. The relationship is a love-hate relationship. It's based on hope and pure loyalty. So hopefully y'all jump on the bandwagon. Hopefully, I can call you my friend after this speech. And hopefully I see you at a game. Y'all have a good day.